under the Social Health Insurance Fund to a secret escrow account, allegedly controlled by a consortium contracted to implement the Integrated Healthcare Information Technology System. The authority says the monies meant to fund Shif are safe and are being held in 6 banks locally. Gloria Milimu kickstarts our broadcast tonight.
As efforts to ensure all Kenyans become members of the Social Health Authority continue through the ongoing mass registration campaign exercise across the country, it is alleged that monies collected under the Social Health Insurance Fund are being deposited to a secret escrow account as per confidential contract entered between the Ministry of Health and a consortium. It is alleged that the contract that remains shrouded in secrecy allows parties to jointly issue instructions to the agent to set up an account to be held in the name of the escrow agent. It further alleges that the procuring entity will immediately upon commencement of registration and payments by end users of the system transfer or procure the transfer to the escrow account of such amount necessary to enable it meet its present and future payment obligations. An escrow is said to be a financial arrangement whereby a third party is entrusted to hold funds pending execution of a contract. However, the Social Health Authority has rubbished the claims, stating that Shif contributions are safe. Acting Social Health Authority Chief Executive Officer Robert Ingarisa told KTN that the monies that have so far been collected, amounting to 14 billion within a span of 2.5 months, are being collected through a system that goes to at least 6 bank accounts.
It is from those bank accounts we disburse to the hospitals.
Ingarisa further says that the 6 collecting banks have been integrated to the SHA system to facilitate the collection of member contributions.
Anyone seeking to pay to the Shif account, one, you have to interact with our system. You'll be able to generate a payment advice. So armed with your payment advice, you go to the bank, our collecting bank. They will be able, because of integration, be able to view that payment advice from their side and then receive your money against that advice.
The 6 banks include KCB, ABSA, Cooperative, CDN, Equity, and Diamond Trust Bank.
I wish to assure that the money that is meant to fund the social health insurance for the public, it's very safe. It is in SHA accounts held in the 6 banks and nowhere else.
Questions have also been raised regarding the decision to have a separate pay bill for Shif remittances, contrary to President William Ruto's single pay point for all government services as per the July 2023 directive. Critics reckon it could be the reason why an escrow account allegedly exists, even despite alleged warning on its creation for not being in line with existing public finance laws.
The government, in an effort to help us stabilize, gave us an exceptional exemption for 3 months, within which we were to use this pay bill. Thereafter, we shall revert to the government's pay bill under e-Citizen.
Meanwhile, as a way of ensuring the monies under the 3 funds do not mix, each has its own designated account according to SHA. The Primary Healthcare Fund and the Emergency Chronic Critical Illness Fund, which are exchequer funded, have so far received 4 and 2 billion shillings respectively. Another 1 billion shillings caters for the indigents according to the Social Health Authority. Glory.
Do really Kenyans trust the Kenya Kwanza administration? That is the question which is lingering in the minds of majority of Kenyans at the moment. We have seen how things are turning out in the Republic, and not every Kenyans really trust the system and how they are doing their things. For example, there is now a rumors which is being peddled across the internet, and even it's running from the mainstream media, and we have seen from KTN that they have proved that there might be a rumor, although it has been really put aside that it has been rubbished because there is no tangible evidence to say it. However, there are things now which are revealing that some things which might be happening really have a lot of controversy, and not every Kenyans really trust the Kenya Kwanza administration because of how things are turning out. Remember, there are several things which Kenyans have really contested in the last few years. First of all, the finance bill of 2023, where the housing levy was introduced, we saw now the university funding model. We are seeing how the transition from NHIF to SHA is also causing a problem.
We want most Kenyans to understand that the system that we have as it is actually deliberately designed and rigged for the stealing to continue.
Okay.
The reason why there is no money circulating is that there are a few individuals who have gotten into these arrangements for primitive accumulation of state resources, where the strategy is you must go out there and solicit and negotiate and pull out whatever, because you remember we are supposed to have a system where the winner takes it all. You remember we were asking questions about what is these issues about people talking about contracts, about percentages. Why would that be the case? It is because what you are saying, and I'm really trying to be very brief so that I don't start discussing what the advantage and disadvantage of every procurement system is. Yeah. There is no advantage or disadvantage. The system is deliberately broken by a governor if he wants to break it. Mm-hmm. It is broken by the presidency if he wants to break it. All right? The PPP programs which have come, we have never said that we don't want us to have a new airport. No. Can't you do it so that we get value for money? Can't you do it above the law so that you have more 3-4 companies which can come and then give us offers which even the public will scrutinize? Can't you hold public hearings according to the Constitution?
So the problem is not the procurement. The problem is how it is done.
The problem is the people.
Which people?
That's the people who are stealing exams for their kids. That system,
yes.
Ken, is so messed up from down that way, it cascades to the top.
Okay.
The things, I mean, Ken, how many times have we said, look at about police recruitment, look at teachers recruitment, look at how we are handling. Unless people sit down and say we must figure out how to fix this system, we will not all those things you're talking about, those are lofty ideas which you are imagining and assuming that Kenya is a free, democratic, within a country that wants to run its things within the law, that believes in the law, that believes in fairness and believes in equity. That when money goes to the county, the governor will be magnanimous enough. They can never be magnanimous enough. Okay. Every governor looks for a way to beat the system.
And take a little bit for him, or all of it.
All of it.
All of it.
The community just keeps 10% or 20%. The rest goes.
90 goes to the
Then they take the money. I'm sure Mtata's talked about it. Then can you see the pictures? We come from Dubai, how we have bought beautiful houses, how we are driving big ships, and how we have bought houses in New York, New Jersey. And
tragedy.
Do you think that the system is rigged according to what Mr. Senator Onyonga is alleging, or is a matter of misunderstanding and non-performance in the government officials? People are not willing to do their job. Because when you go to some of these government officials, for example, let's say the customs and the immigration, you'll find a lot of queues there. Does that mean that the system is not working, or is the overwhelming people are overwhelmed that government institution? So we have seen how some hospitals are lacking medicine. The system has been repeating itself despite coming of new government and new promises to change these scenarios. So make sure you comment down there below what you think.